From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. Our DMs is where all the weird lives.
New year, new me. Same old DM deep dive. Let's do it, y'all.
Yeah, Maria, what do we got in the DMs first thing in the new year?
All right, Tony wants to know, why is Mocha always standing in the sound booth?
In the studio?
Oh, in the studio?
Yeah.
I always stand. I've said this before. First of all, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 monitors in front of me, 2 soundboards, a keyboard, an editing device, a CD player, another machine, audio machine. So I need to be able to reach all these different pieces of equipment. And for the longest time, I've always thought and felt when I stand, I can breathe better for the amount of talking that we do.
Yeah, Mocha has, even when we had a much smaller studio where you didn't even have all that gear in front of you, you still stood.
Yeah.
You'll sit sometimes when you're editing or, you know, working through something, writing, whatever. But for the most part, Mocha, every time we go on the radio, he turns the microphones off and
It's just habit.
And he kicks his chair out of the way. So it's not hanging up behind him.
It's just habit.
But Mocha's also far more physical on the show. Like Mocha will like walk away and he'll laugh and he'll do that, like, which is I'm not. I just stay put, right? Like I put my stool as low as it'll go and I hunch over and I put my elbows on the table because to me, that's how I feel I perform the best. That's how I can breathe the best. Where Mocha is the exact opposite.
Yeah, no, I need to be able to move around.
Of me. And you do. And it's not like, and it's not I would say just from observing you standing there, it's needed for you to, like,
absolutely,
you have to. I don't know if you'd be able to do everything you do in the
But even
show if you were
before
seated.
all of this, I was always taught like stand when you broadcast because it just helps with breathing.
Yeah.
Same exact thing with singing. Opens up your diaphragm.
For me, I would not be able to do this show if we had to stand.
Stand right now and
I wouldn't be able to do it.
No, just stand and then like pull the microphone up to your mouth because the microphones adjust.
I'm not even going to be
I'm
not even going to be in the camera shot anymore.
Yeah. Like, does that feel weird?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah?
It feels like I'm about to check you into a flight. Like I don't know what like.
Yeah, here's my passport.
Yeah,
Pass,
no, yeah. I'm like, welcome to Giant Airlines. Can I help you? Right? No, this just doesn't. Could you imagine me doing the show like this?
Yeah, no.
Right?
It looks weird.
Because when I sit, we're eye to eye. Right?
Yeah, and when you stand, I'm kind of the same. Sit your ass back down. Next
this is why I don't stand because I'm about to fall.
What else you got today, Maria?
All right, Chris says, hey, Maria, not sure if you know this, but when Roz worked at ET Canada, he wouldn't wash his makeup off at the end of the day, so his pillowcase
Hey, did you hear that Mocha stands during the entire show?
Yeah. The pillowcase.
Yeah, we're going to keep going. His pillowcase was constantly beige and caked with makeup. My question to Roz is Catherine relieved that she can finally have white pillowcases again now that he doesn't work there anymore?
Yes, is the answer.
Yeah. How quickly after you stopped working at ET, having to wear makeup every day, did Catherine say something about the pillowcases?
I don't know if she ever actually even did because it was just something that we were both just so used to. And I would say about 3 or 4 years ago, we stopped using white. We my pillowcase right now was very close to like the makeup that I would wear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it wasn't just that. It was like the makeup and the hair product and the everything out. Like it was just everything I owned was just covered in makeup.
Yeah,
because they just had to wear so much of it on television.
So now
nothing. And does my face feel any better? Sure, I guess my face feels better, but you know, it never really bothered me to have makeup on and not wash it off. I just always thought it was weird washing it off.
All right.
Yeah.
Next DM, please, Maria.
Nicholas says, what is something you are putting off right now? For me, it's working out.
Oh, my God, Nicholas, same. I'm trying. I really am. Since the new year, I've been trying so hard. It's going to take a while, though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I would say that. I should.
you started.
And I dip back into it every now and then. I really do. But
And
then
you were going like quite regularly.
I just get so busy, right? Like we get all these projects on the go. And when you have 2 hours in a day, if you're working on something where those hours are spoken for, there's no time to go and work out. There's just those hours don't exist in a day, right? And so that's kind of the problem. But I would say that there's not a lot of other stuff I'm putting off. Like I pretty much do everything when I think about it. Like I don't really put things off. But yeah, I'm with you. Going to the gym, like I gotta get in shape.
For me, it's reading.
Oh, okay.
I somehow always have an excuse not to read.
Did you finish my book yet? No.
Wow. You look like you got scolded by the teacher.
I know.
No, it's like beside, like it's on my night table. I go to read it every night. But the thing is, between like work and my dog and life and working out and teaching spin classes, I don't have the time. So by the time I go to bed, I'm either just so exhausted that I want to actually retain what I'm reading so that I don't read. And then, don't laugh. Okay, please.
You got time. You got time. Don't even.
Damn, Maria. Shem, you putting anything off?
No, nothing. I'm on par with everything that I need to do, including reading Roz's book. Yeah, I've read that already. Yeah, just so you know.
Yeah. You listened to it.
Well, same thing.
It's a different thing. You can't say you read the book when you listened to it. If I was listening to it, I'd be done already.
Here we go.
Then what stopped you?
I think Mocha listened to it too.
I did.
Yeah, so none of y'all read it. You listened to it.
So what has stopped you from listening to it, ma'am?
Because I want to read it.
TikTok is the answer.
TikTok is the answer. Thank you.
All right.
Somebody said it. Yep.
It's for work.
It's a good time to end the DM deep dive. Keep your DMs coming into any of the KISS social accounts that get to Maria. And Maria brings them to the show. Thank you, Maria.
Anytime.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive.
Here we go. DM deep dive time. We do this on the show every day.
Maria, what do we got in the DMs today?
Okay, this one's spicy. Steven asks, would you want to know the worst thing your partner has ever said about you?
No.
Absolutely not. Never. No. Would
Part
you?
of me kind of wants to know.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But wouldn't that change your...
It would. It would immediately change things, but then I would know.
I know, but still. What if it was like in the moment and you look back at that moment and you're like, yeah, I can kind of see why they would say that. And then you move on.
No, you should never say something that bad about me.
I don't think that I would actually be... I don't think Catherine is ever even as awful as I've been sometimes, like when we first met. I don't think Catherine has ever said something truly awful about me to somebody else. Mm-hmm. I don't.
Oh, about somebody else? To somebody else.
Like, would you ever want to hear the worst thing their partner's ever said about you?
Sorry. I thought you meant like if they thought it, not if they've said it about you to somebody else.
Yeah, that's what the question is.
No, okay, so I'm the same. I don't think Jenna has ever...
Would you want to know the worst thing your partner has ever said about you?
Has said. I don't think Jenna has ever talked behind my back about me to somebody else in that manner.
But there is a level, so there would be a worst thing, right?
What I want to know. Nah, I still don't want to know.
No?
Nah.
Like, 'cause
life is great right now. We're good.
Yeah, because, like, ladies drink the wine, right?
Sure.
They talk about wieners and stuff.
Oh, right? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Wait, how do you know those conversations?
Right?
No, you're not wrong.
No.
Oh, what the hell, Maria?
Yeah.
You think
you don't want to know?
When me and the girls get together,
See,
I
that's
can
the
tell
one
you
thing
right
I'm
now,
not worried
we
about,
talk
Mocha.
all details.
Hey. Saying Catherine doesn't have small talk, eh, Roz? My guy.
All right. Next DM, please.
Jolene says, have you ever had a crush on a cartoon character?
Oh, that's so weird. I'm not answering that question.
No. On a cartoon character?
No. That's like a weird anime guy thing.
Don't like a lot of guys love that bunny?
Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah, Jessica Rabbit.
Bunny?
Which is a rabbit, sorry.
Yeah.
Not a bunny.
What? Hold on.
Yeah.
Jessica Rabbit from Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Don't you remember that cartoon when you were a kid?
No, she's a normal, like...
Yeah,
I mean, she's a cartoon
character.
But she's a woman. She's not a rabbit.
No, but that's like, but it was a cartoon character is the question, not like a cartoon animal.
Oh, okay.
right? So a cartoon character.
No, I've never had, no.
Oh, that's weird when guys are like that. Like when guys watch, like when they go to sites, like adult-only sites, and they watch the cartoon version of stuff.
There's
That's
an option
weird.
for that?
That's weird, man.
When I go
That's
to
so
weird.
Fan Expo, right? Like the Comic-Con.
Oh, yes.
Right? They have
yes.
like a section. So where all the paraphernalia and stuff are.
Perverts.
The anime, some of the booths have, it's like anime characters, girls,
Yeah.
but like pillowcases. I'm not talking a small pillowcase. We're talking full human size pillowcases.
Yeah.
With that on them. And I'm like, who's buying all that stuff? But there are multiple booths selling those pillowcases. And I'm like, there's got to be a market for it then.
Yeah, and you know what they do?
I don't want to know.
Yeah,
That's
it's not
so
good.
concerning.
Yeah, thank
not
you.
good.
So
Anyway, the
concerning.
answer is no.
No.
Shem, do you want to answer?
absolutely
No.
not.
Maria, you want to answer?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, I get mad.
Like not even like a Power Ranger or anything? No, right?
Never had no.
Next DM, please.
Beavis? You didn't find him? Huh? No?
I don't know who hell Beavis is.
I don't know who Beavis is.
You don't?
No.
Next DM.
Okay, Mel says, would Shem try out for Canada's Got Talent?
Good question.
Oh.
No, I would never do it.
Why?
No, I don't want the scrutiny. And I think I'm a fairly decent singer. I'm just not at that level where I could be on TV and perform. Like I think I might be able to get through 1 or 2 rounds, but I'm not overly talented when it comes to that. I really am not. I think I'm pretty average.
No, I think you would make it pretty far.
Yeah, I think
Thank
you would too.
I appreciate that, but I wouldn't do it. I don't know that I could deal with the public scrutiny. And the hate.
I don't think you would make it far.
Yep.
But I'm not saying it's not. No.
Way to be honest, Ross.
No. But I'll tell you why. Because normally on those shows, the people who win are either mind-blowingly, face-melting talented, desperate, or completely moldable to the point of where they are willing to do anything. And I think Shem is a fantastic singer, but I don't think Shem would walk on a stage and be willing to bend far enough that would get him through to the final. I think that you almost have too much integrity for that kind of process.
I normally am not a big fan of bending over too far in any sort of process, especially in those circumstances in front of all those people.
When you're being judged.
Yeah, when I'm being judged for my talent.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yes. But do you know what I mean?
Totally.
Right? Like
totally.
I think like when you see who wins those shows, whether it's that or American Idol, like you got to be you're a different kind of person.
Yeah.
And I don't know, and I'm not that person either. Like regardless of what my talent was, I'm not the kind of person that would ever win a show like that.
Totally.
Because I just don't have that thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Thank you, everyone, for your DM Deep Dive submissions. Keep them coming in. Any of the DMs that you send in to any of the KISS accounts make their way over to Maria, who then brings them to the radio. That was wonderful. Thank you, Maria.
No problem.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. When you have nothing to say, why do you always say it to us?
Here we go. DM Deep Dive time. Do this on the show every day.
Hey, Maria, what have we got in the DMs today?
Okay, Dennis wants to know, is it okay that Jake Paul owns a gambling site where you can wager on almost anything? And he's a boxer. Isn't that a conflict of interest? Like, if a lot of people bet on Jake, he could easily lose on purpose so that all the bets lose and his company makes more money. I mean, his fights also look staged as it is, but I don't see anybody talking about this. Just imagine if Mike Tyson owned MGM Grand, losing to Buster Douglas makes sense all of a sudden.
Okay, what's your beef with Jake Paul?
Wow. Does he?
I had no idea that he did. Good for him, I guess. It's like extra money in his pocket.
I can understand what he's trying to say, though.
Yeah, but like he wins all of his fights. That's the thing. And in his comment where he says that the fights look staged and he doesn't see anybody talking about it, when you go on social, like on Instagram, they show highlights of him winning. That's the comment sections are always like just full of people saying, look staged. Mm-hmm. The other guy fell on purpose or whatever, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've watched Jake Paul fights. I highly disagree that they're staged.
Yeah.
I really do. Just because I think that he is an incredible egomaniac and there's so much risk involved in staging stuff. And does somebody maybe take a fall because of the payday? Sure, but I don't think that it's this orchestrated kind of thing. You're going to go down in a second. But guys, as far as owning like a gambling site, I don't know anything about that. I find it weird that he would be licensed to box if you were able to bet on that on the site he owns. That would be weird. But I don't know. I don't know anything about what the hell the guy owns. I know he's like a billionaire, but I don't know what he owns.
I like him, guys.
Yeah, so do I. I mean,
him and his brother. I'm big fans.
I think that they both need to go. I mean, not so much Logan, because Logan has completely gone legit with WWE and whatever not. But I think Jake Paul needs to sort of get his head out of his own ass. And if he's going to actually wanting to be a boxer, you have to partner with other organizations, legit organizations. You got to stop trying to run the show yourself. You got to stop fighting YouTubers. You got to stop fighting has-beens.
You got to fight fighters.
Like if you want to fight, you got to fight. And I think that there's a lot of boxing, real smart people in the world of boxing who truly believe Jake Paul is not a fraud.
Yeah.
That he's he's not the best. He's not at the level. He's not challenging for a title, but he's a boxer.
Yeah. He's good. He's good. Next DM, please.
Okay, Edge wants to know, what sport would be the funniest to add alcohol to?
Oh, F1.
Oh my God.
Yo, drinking and driving?
Oh my God. That was almost immediate.
Yo, they would all crash before turn one. And turn one happens like 250 meters after they start. It would just be a pileup. That'd be the shortest race ever. Right?
Like, I mean, I know what golf looks like when you add alcohol to it. I've been it. I've played it.
What about tennis? What about skiing?
Yeah, skiing's another one. Yes, shots. Like, please. Yes.
Gymnastics.
Skiing.
Oh, no.
Gymnastics.
Like, imagine on the beam or like on the floor with like that ribbon. Seeing people try to do that.
I can't watch 4'11", 13-year-old girls getting hurt, though.
No, I don't mean the actual I mean like adults. Like if you were to do drunk gymnastics.
No. That's not the question. That's not even close to the question.
What? I just said what sport?
What sport? Yeah, it's not. If you could play a sport, what would be more fun if you were drunk? We're talking pro sports, pro athletes, Olympics, everything else. What would be the most entertaining to add alcohol to?
Oh, pole jump.
Oh, that'd be good.
Right?
What about running long jump?
Long jump.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, if everybody at that 100-meter line were hammered.
Or like hurdles?
Hurdles. Like you can go through the Olympic sports.
Like every game in the Olympics. Everything. Next DM, please, Maria.
Okay, Chelsea says, hey, Maria, I just wanted to let you and the boys know how much the show means to me lately. My dog is really sick. She has thyroid cancer and soft tissue sarcoma, and she has been in a steady decline. She only has a couple more months, and there's a lot of trips to the vets these days. But the Roz and Mocha show never ceases to make me laugh, even on the hardest days when I just want to cry. Driving my 3 kids to 3 different schools with the health of my dog on my mind feels so much less stressful when I can laugh till I cry listening to the podcast. The DM deep dives on Maury's relationship with Matthew, your sexy direction reading voice, Mocha's passion for WWE, Shem's showing up in random ads, and Roz's absolute savagery gives me life on the dark days. Wow. Thank you all for being you. You make me and my kids and all of your listeners smile till our cheeks hurt.
Wow.
Yeah.
Love that, Chelsea.
Thank you.
Love you. That note means everything to us. And sorry that you're going through all that. But you're making it through, and you're strong as hell to be dealing with all of that. And thank you for sharing your story with us. Thank you for sharing your time with us. And thank you, everyone, for your DMs into us. Keep them coming in. They go straight to Maria, and Maria brings them to the radio. We'll do this again tomorrow. Thank you, Maria.
Anytime.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive. Things get weird in 3, 2, 1.
DM Deep Dive time. All the DMs that you send in to any of the KISS social accounts make their way over to Maria, who then brings them to the show, and we do this every day.
Maria, what do we have in the DMs today?
Okay, Diaz says, if you could give up something for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Like something that I feel that I need to give up, or something?
Something. That's all it was.
Give up. Like if I could give.
Like I have to?
Yeah.
Like
we'll go that way. Yeah.
You had to give up something that you currently do, like in your life.
Could be something you do or something you have that you use.
What was
that?
Shush.
Cool it, guys.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, it's a new year, man.
I said nothing.
Cool it. Shem, what would you give up?
I don't know.
Nothing.
I don't think I give up anything.
No.
Yeah,
Honestly,
like my
that's
life is
hard.
great
Like, I
right
don't
now.
like. I don't
Anything.
feel that I should give up anything. Like I don't.
Like the answers would be different if the question was like, give something up that you know is like bad for your health, right? Like eating a bag of chips every single day.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't give up the things that are bad for my health.
Like,
I know.
yeah,
I know. Same.
Like
Because
if
that
some-
means I can't eat chocolate and drink tequila, you know?
Like
Yeah,
okay,
facts.
like knowing how terrible potato chips are for you, would you ever give them up?
Yeah, no.
No, I never. I still
See,
wouldn't.
I could give up potato chips.
You
Could you?
Yeah, but I would eat chocolate all day.
Yeah.
Because I'm
see.
more of a sweets person
Yeah, same.
than chips.
No, I couldn't.
Could I
couldn't.
give up chips over like candy?
If you had to pick, like if it was Leave the World Behind right now, okay,
Yeah.
and you and I were going into a bunker, it's just you and I, by the
Yeah.
way. Okay?
Sorry, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Only room for
Appreciate
two.
it.
Sorry, guys. Yeah. Sorry. Anyway, we are going into the bunker, right?
Yeah.
And there's only enough room in the bunker for one box. And one box has only chips in it, and one box has only candy in it. And it's a big box, and we're going to be down there for could be years together.
Yeah.
So which box are you taking, the chips or the candy?
And this is for both of us, or we get a box each?
No, it's for both of us, but you have to decide.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Honestly, I would pick the chips because I do enjoy chips, but I
Right.
know you like chips more than you like candy.
Okay.
So I would choose.
What if I die on the way? I get a zombie just attacks me, and then it's just you, and you can only bring one box into the bunker
candy.
for yourself.
Absolutely.
You're bringing candy and over
Yeah.
chips? You are?
Absolutely, yes.
Really? Oh,
Candy and
wow.
chocolate over chips, for sure.
Wow.
Shem, would you give up apple juice?
I would never do that. Why? I have it right here, right now.
Oh
Why would I ever give that
Yo,
up?
every day,
what's-
every single day, Shem has apple juice in
You know
here.
what's crazy is that at some point in your life, most people do give up apple juice.
Yeah, well, they're not as blessed as I am, Roz.
Yeah, when they turn 7. What else you got today, Maria?
Okay, Lucas says, what is your biggest everyday challenge?
Oh my God, getting enough sleep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No matter what, I will try to get to bed. I'm usually in bed by 7:30. But by the time I fall asleep, there are some days, seconds,
Yeah.
I'll fall asleep. And then there are days where it may take me like 30 minutes or so to fall asleep. But I'm just
Right.
like in a constant state of tiredness where I feel like I definitely need more sleep. I just don't know where in the day I could find that sleep. So for me, it's sleep.
I don't try to get more sleep. Like I never have the thing of like, because I never think about how much sleep I get.
Yeah.
So it's not a challenge for me. Like if I don't get to nap for a half hour or whatever, and I got to go to bed my regular time, then I know I'm sleeping for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Like I don't try and get more. I don't whatever. I'm just like, it's what it's going to be. Biggest challenge for me, I'm not going to say eating is a challenge, but I prefer to eat very late at night. And sometimes that's a mistake, having something very large and then going to bed immediately. Like my biggest
Shut up, Shem.
my biggest challenge, my biggest challenge
I saw that look on your face when you said
is I wish I could eat at 5. Like I wish that was my hungry time. But what I wound up doing is stuffing myself
Yeah.
and then crawling into bed.
Yeah.
Which is not.
And when you say
Shut
like
up,
you
Shem.
when you say that you eat like late
Yeah.
or you eat a meal late, we're not talking like a small little plate of something. Like your plates are, it could be like a burrito plus fries plus something else at like 10 p.m.
I ordered food 2 nights ago. And I ordered a cheeseburger and 6 wings. And I ordered it at 9:15.
Oh my God. What time did you show up at your place?
Almost 10. I was
then-
finished by about 10:20.
And then you went to bed at,
10:25.
oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
That's so bad for
Yeah,
you though.
yeah.
That's so bad.
I got into bed and I burped. Right?
That's so gross.
And Catherine was almost asleep.
Oh, that's so gross.
And her head shot up.
Yeah.
And she was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "What is what?" And she's like, "What's that smell?"
Ew.
And I go, I burped. She's like, "What did you eat?" And I was like, "I just had a hamburger." She's like, "It smells like salami meatloaf."
Yeah. So you didn't even talk about the 6 wings.
Hell no!
So you take those bones and shove them to the bottom of the green bin. Maria, do you have an answer for this? Biggest everyday challenge?
I would say eating, but not in the sense of Roz's giant meals at the end of the night, but I find that I struggle to have like proper meals throughout the day.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I'm constantly just snacking.
Yeah.
And then I'll have like one actual meal at dinner with my parents.
So you don't eat like breakfast, you don't eat lunch.
I'll
It's
have
just
like a
constantly snacking.
protein bar when I get here, and then I'll pick up like, I don't know, if it's like a muffin, or like I'll have a shake when I get home, and then
Yeah.
I'll have like little things throughout the day, like a piece of toast, or like
Wow.
I don't know why that like I haven't sat down and had a meal in between those things.
Sure.
I think now I want to really start to just like properly pack my breakfast or pack my lunch. so that
Shem, finally,
I eat.
before we wrap this up, you got a question? Or you got an answer?
Yeah, the devil.
Oh. All right. And on that note, thank you for all of your DMs. We do this on the show every day. Thank you, Maria.
Anytime.
Roz and Mocha's DM Deep Dive.
Here we go. DM Deep Dive time, gang. Love this part of the show.
Maria, what do we got in the DMs today?
Okay, Steven is asking, has anyone ever shown up to the show late? And if so, what chaos ensued? I'm going to redo that question, sorry.
Maria showed up way late today, by the way. This is what happens. What happens when somebody shows up late?
This.
I would say if it's anybody other than Mocha, it's sort of fine.
Mm-hmm.
When it's Mocha, the couple times that you've slept in like once or twice,
Yeah, I think
there's
I've been late
weather.
2 or 3 times.
Yeah, there's been a weather issue, I think, over the years. It's chaos when Mocha is late because one, if we can't get a hold of Mocha, like we have to start figuring out what the hell we're going to do because Mocha sort of runs everything on the show, right? And that changes everything when Mocha's not here. If anybody else is kind of late, we manage.
Yeah,
we can
figure it out.
We can figure it out, no problem. But if Mocha's late, that's when things go into chaos. And I would say only if Mocha's late.
There you go. Next DM.
All right, Ginevra says, are you a confrontational person or a wait for it to simmer and pretend it never happened kind of person?
Mocha, which kind of person are you?
Very calm. I kind of wait.
Yeah.
Take a step back and see what the situation is.
Uh-huh.
Weigh all the options.
Yes.
And hopefully things simmer down where I don't need to be involved.
I would say Mocha is actually both of those things. I would say Mocha is both confrontational and he will let it simmer.
Yeah. I agree.
Right?
Big time.
Yeah.
Because when I'm simmering, I'm plotting.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I would say Mocha is both.
Absolutely. Yeah. What about you? You don't. You hate confrontation.
Me, if I have to, I'll be confrontational because I've had to be in the past. But I generally don't go looking for confrontation.
Yeah.
Some people go looking for confrontation because that's where they get a charge.
Yeah.
Right. They love that sort of that tension and they feed off it. Where I do not. I don't enjoy it, but I will do it if I need to. As far as letting things simmer, ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Maria, we've never talked about this with you before. What kind of person are you in that aspect? Confrontational or you wait? You let things simmer?
I'm definitely a confrontational person.
Are you?
I'll just tell you kind of how I feel, but I won't do the confrontation out of, it really depends on the situation. Like there's been times where I've been like immediate where I'm like, okay, this is how I feel kind of thing, or we're going to talk about it. But there's been other times where I sit back and then I'll go back to the confrontation and be like, we need to figure this out, or I want to tell you how I feel, or this is what I thought about the situation. So I feel like I always have to kind of close the book. So like we need to resolve and move on. I don't just let things ever simmer and float away.
Okay.
I can't.
Shem?
Oh, I'm definitely a simmer. I'm not really confrontational at all. I probably used to be when I was like in high school and university, but I've calmed down since then.
Jesus.
Yep. Amen.
Yeah.
Next DM, please, Maria.
All right, Larissa said, I had a question for both Roz and Mocha. Both of them are dads and have been for some time now. I was just wondering how much their parenting outlooks have changed from before having a child to after having one. I feel like before having kids, people say they will raise their children in a certain way, be a specific type of parent, etc. I was just wondering if their outlooks and ways of going about things are different now in comparison to before.
Good question.
I would no, not really, because I didn't really have any expectations or outlook on what I ever thought the way that I would raise a kid. Like I never sort of, I never had that.
Things just happen, right?
I never planned anything, right? Like I never had any visions of, sort of doing this or if I did, how would I do it? How would I handle it? None of those things. I think that there are certain things that as a dad are your responsibility, and as a mom for that matter. But I think that it hits dads, when when Roxy was a kid, or before Roxy was born, I said two things. I don't care. Like, they don't have to be able to play a sport. They don't have to be able to do this, and they don't have to be able to do anything else. But there's two things that if you are a kid growing up in Canada that you need to know how to do, and my kid was going to learn how to do both. You need to learn how to swim, and you need to learn how to skate. Mm-hmm. That's it. Those are the two things. Swimming's going to keep you alive. That's a no-brainer. And you need to learn how to skate because you're a kid growing up in Canada. You're going to miss school field trips. You're going to not be able to go to birthday parties. You're going to miss it on fun. So guess what? You're going to learn how to skate. And you're going to learn how to skate young. And you're going to do it for at least a couple of years so you don't forget it. Yeah. And those are really my only two things. And then whatever else happens after that sort of happens, they're going to develop their own likes and dislikes and everything else, and which kids do. And then they change. Like, have I changed? My kid's 13. My kid is a completely different kid than when she was 7.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Like,
of course.
I live with a different human being now.
Yeah.
Right? Completely different.
Yeah. I didn't have any like preconceived notions or anything like that, to be honest with you. Like, I just kind of took every situation as it came and dealt with it with how I felt in the moment, right? Like, sure, like before I used to think, oh man, like my kid and I are going to stay up late.
Oh yeah.
Right? Watching movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, not knowing kids like need rest, and they need rest for long periods of time when they are super young, right? So those like late night hangouts don't happen, which I'm totally fine with, right? But being the kind of dad with him, I think things are great right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you didn't put anything where you were like, I don't care what happens, my kid's going to learn this. You didn't have one of those?
I mean, secretly, like I thought he'd have a little bit more passion for wrestling.
There we go. There it is. There it is.
It's not there yet. Thank you for all of your DMs. We do this on the show every day. Any of the DMs that you send in to any of the Kiss social accounts make their way over to Maria, who then brings them to the show. That was wonderful. Thank you, Maria.
No problem.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.